Hi everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I'm here with a layout using my stash kit number 1 for 2017. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I created a couple stash kits for this year. I've already totally used up stash kit number 2, but I'm actually going back and working with stash kit number 1, and you're kind of getting a peek of what this stash kit includes. If you did miss my original unboxing share kind of thing for it, I have all that plus the other videos that are related to this kit down in the description box below. So as you can see, I'm flipping through the papers, and right off the bat I pretty much pick these papers, and I'm going to really settle on this really bold text print as my background. Now I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this, and it's sitting here right in front of me as I do this voiceover, and I'm still considering taking this apart because this bold background is just a little too bold for me. I had thought about putting some vellum over it, but I don't have a 12 by 12 piece of vellum, so I would really have to kind of piecemeal together a 8.5 by 11 piece of vellum. So my thought, you'll see as the layout comes together, I really like the way that it is. It's just that bold text print in the back is just so bold that I don't know that I can deal with it. So I don't know, I still have not made a decision. I really like this layout, I just don't know that I like the bold text. If I redid it, I would just take everything off and place it exactly the same on a piece of white cardstock. It's probably what I would do. So I don't know, I haven't made a decision, but you'll see as the layout comes together. I actually really like the way that it comes together. It's just this bold background kind of is distracting to me. So I've got this large square piece here off to the side. I'm basically right justifying it to the page, and I'm going to leave a small little border right there, and I'm going to layer a couple other things. I've got this doily that's going to be layered on the bottom underneath of it, and then this white doily that's going to be on the top. Now I am going to take this to my sewing machine in just a moment and stitch around this square, and it's going to just overlap where the doilies are. Through the magic of video, I am done, and I'm just pulling those threads to the back so they're not hanging out the front. I'm going to secure it with a piece of washi. So, and they just overlapped right over those doilies. I just kind of like the way that turned out. I think it adds a really interesting element to it, and I just think it's pretty, actually. So I want to pop my photo up, so I'm just going to cut a piece of this fun foam. I just have a adhesive fun foam that I had purchased at Michael's, and I'm just using it to adhere my photo. I wanted my photo to have a little bit of height off the background here. And I had used this little white envelope to add some washi tape to, and also just to kind of house or be a grounding point for that large chipboard shape. And that chipboard shape just says, "You make my heart smile." And I'm using another little tiny bit of that same washi tape up here to the left of the top of the layout. But I am just using the piece that's pink. I'm not using any of the text, because that text on text up there would be really, really distracting to me. I have another piece of chipboard here that I'm using, and it just says hello. It's very simple, but I just have it saying hello here. I like the circle element on top of the doily, which is another circle element. I think that's kind of a interesting effect up there, especially being that it's covering up the corner of the stitching and the corner of the paper underneath. Kind of takes away from the harshness of those corners. Going through my alphas, trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do, and I'm going to use this really pretty chipboard alpha, and it's kind of got a velvety effect to it, and I'm going to make my title here Family Night. I absolutely love this alpha, but before I actually put it down, I need to figure out where I'm going to put my journaling. And so I'm going to use this one journaling card, and it says important stuff, and I'm just going to trim it down a little bit because I don't need it to be quite so large. And I wanted to make sure that my family night was going to fit kind of around that. I'm going to have to finagle my title a little bit, but it takes a moment for me to kind of figure out how I'm going to put it, but it ends up nestling in nicely. So I'll read you my journaling. It says important stuff. Family nights are very, very important stuff. It's just the time. It's just the three of us, so we do almost everything together. Dinner out is no different. I just love having this time with both my boys. It makes my heart so very full. So I had thought that I wanted my title to be Family Nights, and I really kind of like that idea. But as you're going to see, it's going to slightly change. And I had to turn off well, actually, the camera died without me knowing it, but you didn't really miss anything other than me kind of settling out the title here. And I'm just trimming down my little title, or my journaling spot, just a little bit more. And then I've changed it to where that top one is going to say family. I'm just going to kind of line it up at the top of the photo here. And then I'm going to use these smaller Studio Calico white tile alphas to spell out the word night. I don't have an S anymore though, which is why Family Nights has now turned into Family Night. Same effect, just one less letter. And it actually fits really nicely between the descender of the F and the Y. And it really kind of fills in that gap between the family and the journaling spot. As you can see, I really love this layout. Just that bold text print in the background is really distracting me. Let me know what you guys think. Should I leave it on the bold background, or should I put it on a piece of white cardstock? And I would literally just cut the bold background off the back, maybe leave a slight border of it around that teal square, and just pull up the doily and pull up the little envelope, and then also pull up the little cluster that's going to be up here at the top left. It would be very simple to just move this from one to another, but let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy? Does it look okay? Or should I just move it? Because it seems to be, I don't know, it just something is off about it. I feel like the background is so distracting, I don't notice the photo quite as much. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So I pulled out these two stickers from this washi tape set. This one says "Love Grows Wild, Love Grows Wild," and I was going to put it directly in the background, but it's a little too see-through, and it just doesn't have the same effect. So I'm layering it on a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to cut that out and use it as an element. And then I also had Amazing that I'm going to use up here to the top left of the layout. Sorry, you guys can hear my dishwasher making that crazy noise again. I feel like I forget that I start these things, and then I'm like, oh, I'll do a voiceover because Kaylin's asleep and Ernest is busy and it's quiet. It's not so quiet because the dishwasher's running, the washer is running, or the washer and the dryer are both running. It's not so quiet when you actually sit down and think about it. But anywho, it's not important. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, let me know what you guys think. Should I just leave it on this background, or should I go ahead and move it like my gut is telling me to do? I don't know. I feel like I need somebody else's opinion on this because I just keep going back and forth. I've actually completed this layout about 2 weeks ago, and it's been sitting on my desk ever since because I was really debating even sharing it with you guys, but I decided I'll go ahead and share it because I do like it. I just don't know that I'm going to keep it this way. So let me know what you guys think because I just don't know. I really like that background paper. It turned out a little bit differently than I was expecting it to. So this is really kind of where my layout's coming to an end. I'm really not sure what else I want to add. I know I want to add something, but I just don't know what. So I'm going to go through this tag pack that I had. And I'm going to take this one tag that is kind of a long banner shape, and it has red dotted journaling lines on it. And I'm just going to trim off the piece that's the tag, and then I'm going to use it just as a spot over here. Now I am going to add a little bit of stamping on it, and the stamping says "Delight in Life's Simple Pleasures." And I felt like that fit really well with my story here. Plus it's got that really pretty script font, just like the word family and just like the word smile, so it all kind of fits together. I do have these little acrylic stars. They're gold on one side and then the back side is black, so I'm just using the black side here. And that is going to complete this layout. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, give me your opinion on the background. Leave it or change it. Tell me what you think. And then I'll kind of make a decision. So thank you so much for joining me. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.